What is going on, people? I am here for a nice, big, it's pretty big actually, Blu Ray update for you guys. It's been about almost 2 weeks. The last update I did that was movie related was on Easter. I have made a video after that talking about music and such. So if you have any interest in music or anything, check out that video. I pretty much shout out a few people that of music that I listen to now. Also, I kind of, beat down on or give my thoughts on the music industry today. So if you have any interest besides movies and you're into music, check out my video. Let me know what you think of it. But this video here is a nice big Blu-ray update. I got my tax return back earlier in the week, and the one day I went and kind of, went a little nuts. I wouldn't say nuts. It's a good sized update, but I used some of that money and I bought a bunch of Blu-rays. Most of them came from the 788 bin at Walmart. A few of them I bought when they first came out. A few of them came out on Tuesday. And some of them I ordered from Amazon. I do have two other ones supposedly coming tomorrow. I don't know. But I did order two other ones. I might do an unboxing or something. But let me get into this because it is pretty big. Like I said, most of these here, a good chunk of them came from that 788 bin. I really haven't been going to Walmart that much just because their movie selection has been dwindling. I used to go there a lot because they had a little bit better prices than Best Buy, and then Best Buy for some reason has all these good deals that you have. So I've been going to Best Buy a lot more. I went to Walmart just to check the stuff out, what they had, and I checked in the wall, like I said, that 788 bin, and I found a whole bunch of these 3-pack of movies. And at first I'm like, you know what? I saw one of them and I'm like, these movies aren't the greatest, but still alone they could probably go for maybe like $10 a piece. So I saw this 3-pack and I'm like, I asked one of the people there, I'm like, is this actually supposed to be in here? Because sometimes people just take it and throw, random movies in that bin, and he's checked it and pretty much it came out 788. So they had a good amount of them. So I bought 5 of them. In this one it comes with The Punisher, The Spirit, and Kick-Ass. This one comes with The Punisher, Red Heat, and T2. Well, that first Punisher was the one in 2004, and this one is The Punisher Warzone. So that was pretty cool. This one I just bought just because these not only do they come with the Blu-rays, but they come with those digital copies. So I mean, I picked these up. Thor, Iron Man, and the next Avengers, the next Avengers. I'm not really into the whole Marvel cartoons, but for 788, I bought it. Many times I've mentioned if I see a deal, even if I don't like the movie or don't like what it is, I'll still buy it because you never know. I might know someone that likes this kind of stuff, and for 788, I'll just give it to them. This one comes with Conan, the remake, or I forget when it came out, 2011 I think. Man on a Ledge, which was actually a really good movie, and Brothers. Pretty much I only bought this one to upgrade Brothers because I did have Conan and Man on a Ledge on Blu-ray already, but Brothers I only had on DVD, and it was a really good movie with Tobey Maguire, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Natalie Portman. If you haven't checked that one out, I'd say check it out. But Man on a Ledge was very surprising. I remember seeing trailers for it, and I'm like, this whole movie is about this guy that's sitting on a ledge. A good chunk of the movie is pretty much him on the ledge, but the backstory and what's going on around it definitely makes the movie great. And this is one of the other 3. Comes with the Bank Job, Chaos, and Safe. It looks like this is pretty much Jason Statham kind of 3 movies. The Bank Job I liked. Safe I don't. Bits and pieces I saw, I got to rewatch it, and I don't think I've seen Chaos yet. But like I said, all those were 788, so pretty much I got 15 movies for whatever, a little over $40, so really can't complain about that. This is another 3-pack. It comes with the Mimic films. It comes with Mimic 1, 2, and 3. I did have them on DVD, so I updated it. I haven't been able to pop these in yet, so I don't know how good of the quality that just they upgraded it. But the Mimic set. I also got this one that I haven't seen. Life of Crime. It comes with Jennifer Aniston, Isla Fisher, Will Forte, Mark Boone Jr., Tim Robbins is in it, and John Hawkes. I don't know, Life of Crime. Thought I'd check it out. Had a pretty good cast, so still haven't watched it. This one, Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon, Election. I remember hearing about this. I heard it from a few different people. I think this is one of Reese's earlier movies. Came out in '99. I think it came out around the time Fear did. But Election. A lot of these I have not, watched. I just haven't been watching any of these recent movies. I still have a whole bunch that I have to get, watching beforehand. This pretty much I just upgraded Dance with Wolves with Kevin Costner. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely a classic one. I don't want to go into too much depth with that. This one here, I remember watching it on one of the Stars channels on Optimum, and I remember liking it, and then I totally forgot about it, and I remember walking in, seeing it in the 788 bin, and I'm just like, you know what, let me get it while I'm here. That's Endless Love. It stars, who does it star? I don't even know the people in it, to tell you the truth. Gabriella Wilde and Alex Pettyfer. I remember hearing his name, but it's pretty much like one of those love stories that aren't supposed to happen. Like he's lower in society. She's more of a rich girl with rich parents and stuff, and she falls for him, and the father really doesn't like it, and one of those love sappy movies. I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. Definitely check it out. This one I bought through Amazon. I remember hearing people talk about it. I got it because if you go on Amazon and you buy one movie, it has a whole list on the side. If you bought this one, you'd probably like this one. On top of that, I also got it because I've heard that this movie is crazy. Haven't gotten to watch it yet, but that's Mother. I don't know. It's by the director of The Host, which I will show off right now. I got this one because I saw it on a trailer, or not a trailer, but one of the videos on YouTube. Whenever I check horror movies, there's some with like top 10 scenes or top 10 whatever. This one looked pretty cool. This one pretty much I did watch. It's pretty much a group of scientists that create these little things, these monsters or whatever you want to call it. It's not even a monster, it's something. And the lab is about to get, caught and everything. So they take this stuff and they throw it in the water. And these little things turn into this gigantic thing. It's like monster, whatever you call it. And the one day, there's a whole bunch of people in the park. And this thing ends up coming and starts like massacring people. And it ends up taking one of the stars of the movie, one of the main characters. I believe it's his sister or his daughter. I think it's his daughter. This monster takes it, and it's pretty much him trying to find this thing, kill it, find his daughter to make sure she's still alive and such. It's definitely an interesting spin on it. It is kind of English dubbed over, so it's kind of funny when you see people talking and it's not English, but you hear English. But I guess that's not. I'm not too big of a fan of the what do you want to call it, the English subtitles. I don't mind movies like that, but I'd rather, just watch the movie instead of having to read it. So I guess that's a little bit better. But that's The Host. And again, like I said, I don't know. I heard decent things about this one, Mother. This one I haven't gotten around to watch yet. I got this from Best Buy. I think it was $10 or $11. Laggies. Stars Keira Knightley, Chloe Grace Moretz, I think it is, and Sam Rockwell. I don't know. I did, like I said in previous videos, I think this Chloe girl, Moretz, is going to be up there. She's Equalizer. She had a really good role. She had a good role in Carrie, and just some of the stuff she just portrays different things. This one I don't know anything about. I just picked it up because Keira Knightley I like too. She's good to look at. But that's Laggies. This one, another blind buy. I got it for some of the people that are in it. Zach Braff, Josh Gad, Ashley Green, Kate Hudson, Joe King, and Mandy Paxton. I heard of some of them. From the director of Garden State. Pretty much the thing that caught my eye too was the cover of it, and it's "Wish I Was Here." Didn't even look at the back. I just looked at this cover and I'm like, it looks pretty interesting. From Focus Features, it looks pretty cool. But I picked that one up. I picked this one up. I think it came out last week. A Most Violent Year. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. Winner of Best Film of the Year, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress. No idea. Pretty much just picked it up because it was new release. A whole bunch of these two. These I picked up this past Tuesday. This one came out 2 Tuesdays ago, but when I went to Best Buy, they did not have it there. And this week I did go there and they had it. It's only $14.99. The storyline behind it, I read up on it, and a lot of people were talking about it. It's one of those, I don't want to call it like a comedy horror. I guess you can kind of call it that. But it stars Ryan Reynolds, Gemma Arterton, Anna Kendrick, and Jackie Weaver. It's the voices. Pretty much it sounds like the dog and the cat are pretty much his angel and devil. The cat's more the devil, and they're pretty much telling him to do stuff, and it eventually leads to murder. They're telling him to kill people. That's from the gist I've got, not only from people talking, but whatever. But this looked pretty good. The trailer for it looked pretty good, and I picked it up for $14.99. Really couldn't pass up that. Something new. This one was $9. Another blind buy. It stars Jude Law, Dom Hemingway. I don't know. I read the back. It sounded pretty cool. I don't mind Jude Law, so another blind buy. This one I read up on, and it sounded really cool. I still haven't been able to pop it in, but the storyline sounds pretty cool. I guess it's kind of like a I guess it's based on a true story. I really haven't read up on it, but it's directed by Tim Burton. Stars Amy Adams and Christopher Waltz, about painters in the 1950s and 60s. Big Eyes. Pretty much Amy Adams is a painter. She paints these memorable paintings with these big eyes that catch people's attention. And Christopher Waltz comes around, tells her, if you want to sell these paintings, it's very hard for a woman to do it, so let me take these paintings, put my name on it, and we'll sell them together. They make a family, and she starts getting big. Well, technically he does. He puts his name on everything. These paintings start blowing up, starts making money, and then he kind of takes all the credit for it, and she kind of gets fed up with it. But Big Eyes, it sounded really cool. Like I said, I don't remember if it's based on a true story, but the concept of it kind of sounds like it might be. Don't know too much, but that's Big Eyes. This one I tried to watch. I don't know if it was my TV or it's the way that the disc is formatted on this thing. I just really couldn't see for most of the movie. It was very dark. I don't know. I don't know if it's a prequel to the first one or a sequel. I don't know. It's the Woman in Black 2, the Angel of Death. I'm going to have to try to watch it again, but when I did put it in, like I said, I don't know if it's my TV that I got to switch the, darkness or whatever, but the whole movie was just like black. There was scenes where you could see it, and then there was other scenes where it was in the dark and you couldn't see anything. I don't know if that's how the movie is. If anybody knows, like I said, I really couldn't watch the whole thing, so I really can't tell you much about it. But that's The Woman in Black 2. And these next two, I kept off to the end because these two I watched and I enjoyed a whole lot. I'm gonna leave my favorite at the end. Uh, this one I've been waiting for a long time. I remember there was something on Facebook with like 10 most anticipated movies that are coming out, and they had a whole bunch that I thought was cool. And then they had the trailer for this one, and this was back in I think last November, last October. No, it had to be last October because I think it was towards Halloween. And I remember seeing this, and I thought it was already out because it said 2013 it came out, but I guess it was only out in England or wherever it came from. And I've been waiting for it a whole bunch. Finally came out, and that's the Babadook. I got this nice little special edition like box where it's about has this nice little popping out guy. But anyway, pretty much this woman and her son. She's a single parent. The son's a little nuts, and he's pretty much into all these like horror books, and he gets himself in trouble and stuff. And at one point, they find this book. He finds it on the shelf. Don't know where it comes from, but they find this book. She starts reading it, and in it says, "You don't." Well, I'll read it right now. Actually, if it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of the Babadook. So all of a sudden, we don't know if it's in her mind or the little kid's mind, but they start saying, the kids start saying, oh, it's not me, it's this Babadook character, it's this. He starts getting in trouble, and then all of a sudden, stuff starts happening and stuff. And it's pretty much based on the book. She's trying to get rid of this thing, and every time she gets rid of it, it comes back. Like, she rips the pages out of it, it gets glued back together. She puts it in a fire, but it comes back. And as the more she's thinking about it, this thing gains momentum, I guess you want to call it. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I've been waiting for it. I heard really good things. Is it the best movie? Not by any means, but I was glad. I put a little bit too much hype on it, which I happen to do a lot. But I enjoyed it. The Babadook. Definitely check it out. It's one of those new age kind of horror movies, I guess you want to call it. But that one was really good. And this one of my buddies, I mentioned him many times, my buddy Steve. He's into all these, B-rated horror movies. I bought a whole bunch of movies off him and such like that. I forget when he told me, sometime last year, he's like, oh, you got to check this one movie out. You'll probably enjoy it a whole lot. This is another one of those, horror comedy deals, I guess you want to call it. It stars Tyler LeBain, Alan Tudyk, and Katrina Bowden. And just the concept of this movie, I enjoyed a whole lot. Like this, the whole thing, I was intrigued by. It was very funny at times. It was and you felt for these characters, and that's a thing now that it's very hard to watch a movie and then feel for the characters, especially in a like genre like horror. So this one definitely was a nail, like hit it on the head or nail on the head or whatever the freaking statement is. But this one I enjoyed a whole lot, and that's Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Pretty much these two hillbilly guys, Tucker and Dale, they end up buying this this house in the woods, this cabin, and pretty much it's just going to be their summer place. They're just trying to fix it up. Nothing's going bad, but there's a whole group of college kids that they end up running into at this gas station, and they see these two guys, and they, when you're in the backwoods and everything, you think the worst of these hillbilly characters, but nothing's going on. So anyway, they end up going. They see each other. You see this not intense, but this scene. They end up going to their own spots, and again somehow they run into each other, and pretty much one of the kids ends up falling off a rock, hitting her head, and these two guys take her and try to help her out. They bring her, fix her up kind of deal. And one of the other kids seeing this, they think the worst. These two guys are hillbillies and they're gonna kill her. So pretty much the two hillbilly guys are trying to help this girl, and the other group think they kill her, so they plan on killing these two hillbillies, and all these hijinks starts happening. I don't want to say hijinks, but all this stuff starts happening. You have to watch the movie. Like I said, in certain movies, it's very hard to, kind of feel the characters or feel for the characters. But in this one, it's very easy. I just, it's one of those movies that I want to watch again. I could watch this over and over and over. Very funny death scenes in this. There are killings and stuff, but it's definitely funny. It's definitely very creative that the way they put into it, because, like I said, in most horror movies, it's usually the hillbillies that are the evil ones that are trying to kill people. And this one, the roles are kind of flipped. But this one definitely surprised me. I enjoyed it a whole lot. That's Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So yeah, that's my nice little update. All this stuff I got from, like I said, was from my tax return. I have hit 1,000 followers on my Instagram, so if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. Tony's Movies. If you like movies, I pretty much just post pictures of my collection on there. Like I said, I hit 1,000 followers, so thank you. If anybody who is on my Instagram that watches my YouTube, thank you. If you watch my YouTube, go check out my Instagram. I kind of intermingle. It's definitely not the word I was looking for, but it's one of those deals too. What I do there is, if you see a picture or don't see a picture of a movie that I have in my collection, and you tell me, oh, do you have this movie? I will give you a shout out. I'll put it on your name on the picture as I, take it. But definitely check out my Instagram. Check out my other sites or social media. I got a Facebook page. I got a Twitter page and everything. So definitely continue to check that out. Again, once I hit 650, I'm at 606 subscribers right now. 650, I will have a giveaway. Pretty much what's happening too is I'm actually adding to it as I go, kind of deal. If I do upgrade a movie, whether it be from DVD to Blu-ray, or there's some Blu-rays that have a better edition or have more of a liking to me. I do have a few that were sent to me from the Disney Movie Club that I already have, so those I'll probably add into the whole contest too. So anybody hearing this, if you can spread the word, once I hit 650, you will get a nice little contest from me. So if you're watching it, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell anybody you want, put it on your social media, get me to 650, and it'll work out not only for you, but for me as well. So until next time, I will see you.